What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and the hype for the Mass Effect Legendary Edition has quickly changed as people are discovering exactly what Bioware is doing with this Mass Effect Trilogy Remastered. What people thought would just be the games that they loved and they had played years ago, updated for today's graphics to be more playable and enjoyable today. Now they're finding out that Bioware has changed certain aspects of this game, and honestly, I think we've only scratched the surface with what they've told us so far. They are censoring this game and changing it to be more in line with current day, to defeat the male gaze. And of course, the media, the games journalists, and even some game developers are now trashing gamers and attacking gamers for simply wanting what was kind of promised to them, a remastered Mass Effect, but instead they're changing the game that they love. And it's really not about one specific shot. This is about what it means in general, and this slope that we continue to go down in gaming, in entertainment, and everything, in rewriting history to be in line with current day. As a reminder, this is what we are talking about. Mass Effect Legendary Edition to alter camera angles to not focus on Miranda's butt or female Shepard upskirt. And of course, this is the interview where the Bioware developers said this. When asked if they were going to change any character portrayals, specifically female character portrayals, they decided to mention this. I do think a lot of things have evolved since the original games, but I don't know if I would say we were ultra concerned about it or anything, but there were considerations. Kevin actually called out some camera cuts that were just, why was that focusing on Miranda's butt? So in some cases we said, okay, we can make a change there, but ultimately to change an entire character model or something, that didn't really happen. So that is what we're talking about. We're talking about these angles where you do see certain characters' backside, specifically Miranda's is what they told us. I think we're going to find out it's a lot more than just this. They've probably changed a lot more in this game because, like they said, it's current year. But there was a lot of backlash over this, not just because it's a butt in a video game. That is the very micro level what you're looking at. But in general, people are talking about the censorship, the changing of these ideas, the changing of these characters, and the changing of these games. The same thing that we do see when we get our entertainment censored because some people, the people in control, might think that that shouldn't be allowed in current day. It's exactly what we're seeing here. This tweet is one that blew up. Someone who does work for Fanbyte Media. Now, just a guides editor on there. I don't know if you would call this person a games journalist, but I don't know if we should ever really use that unless we're mocking someone. Bioware cut some of the questionable camera angles in Mass Effect 2, like the ones focusing on Miranda's butt, and the gamers are mad. Right, questionable camera angle. So this is what he's talking about. A dialogue option, and you see a shot of this character's backside. Now, people are mad because, again, this is intended. Some of these shots are intended in the original game, and this thing is rated M. This is a game that's rated M in a series that has sex scenes, things that are much more gratuitous than a butt, yet somehow, some way, they decided that this was necessary to change. If the character looked like maybe Abby from Last of Us Part 2, or was completely, disgusting to look at, like a lot of the characters these SJWs, these woke people want to create nowadays, would it be a problem? Probably not. In fact, look at The Last of Us Part 2, the Abby sex scene. One of the most disturbing things people had seen with the character that looks very non-feminine getting raw-dogged from behind. They didn't bother censoring that. No calls to censor that. But a butt? Yeah, remove that. Why are gamers upset? The reason that people are upset is because the Mass Effect trilogy is, well, I don't know about 3 so much, but a lot of the Mass Effect games are beloved for certain reasons because of the characters, your connection to these characters. Listen to what one of the original people that worked on the game, well, a marketer, David Silverman, said in 2011 about the characters. The fact is, some characters are defined by their attractiveness, such as a woman who is genetically engineered to be perfect. Camera angles help tell the story and portray key aspects of each character. In Miranda's case, her curves and sexuality. We had similar shots of Jacob. Jacob, a male character. Are you going to censor those? I don't think so. You're just going to censor the ones with the females. And of course, you had even game devs weighing in on this. Look at this piece of shit. Josh Sawyer, who works at Obsidian, worked on Fallout New Vegas, says this in response. To all the gamers who are heartbroken by this, if you go to Google and type in porn or butt porn, you'll find pictures of naked butts and more. This is what they're trying to do, right? They are trying to now, the media, the game devs as a team, they are now working together to try to paint all gamers as garbage, to paint gamers as some sort of incels that they want to sit there and jerk off to Miranda's ass. That's what this is all about. When we all know that's not what this is about. This is about censorship. This is about changing things to align with a certain viewpoint. And he probably even knows this and is just being an asshole about it to try to paint gamers in a certain light. And we saw other members of the media do the exact same thing. Mass Effect Legendary Edition leaves gamers crying censorship. Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Bioware bounces bootylicious butt shots by Kotaku, again, criticizing the people who are upset about this. This is not about one shot or how that specifically affects the game. It is about what else are they going to change? What else will they change? Why are they making the decisions to alter the original content? The reason that people wanted this remaster is because they like that game itself. But now what we have, same with all other forms of entertainment, is people trying to rewrite the history and retell that because they're not okay with you liking that. You don't have the right thought processes, you have the wrong think, and they will try to correct you. And then, of course, some of them are even trying to rewrite the game for the devs. Before you lose hope, it should be noted, many more people are rightfully pointing out these characters not only in and of themselves, these changes are not only in and of themselves not a big deal, but they're actually make quite a bit of sense in the context of the game's lore. Which is not true because, again, we heard the people that made this game themselves talking to you about why they included some of these shots to begin with. And it's so ironic because the same people who will criticize like very conservative outlets for criticizing gratuitous sexuality or sex scenes in a game are now the ones telling gamers to shut the fuck up and sit down because they're censoring a butt shot. Because they have the complete and total hypocrisy of these losers, these fucking ideologues, these losers in games journalism, these fucking pieces of shit in game development, because they're on the same side. Games journalists and game developers are on the same side. We've seen that for years, especially in recent couple months with the Naughty Dog situation, with how the game media outlets pushed for Naughty Dog. They tried to silence all criticism and frame all of it as, oh, it's just bigots and people that are upset because a female is in this game. Even though everyone knows, even everyone with a brain knows, that is not the truth. Games journalists, games media, and game devs are now on the same side. They have a reciprocal relationship. They defend each other against the fans, the consumers, the gamers. And it's just a continuing trend that we see over and over again. But we're not going to sit here and take it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to speak out about it when we see it in action. And I try to do that on this channel whenever I can. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Again, it's not just about one single butt shot. It's about what it means in general, how they are changing things, because it's not okay that you thought that. It's not okay for you to like that, so we are going to change it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.